Welcome back to Stephen Knight's show. Nayyir is coming back. He texted me today, actually. He's still on daddy duty. You know, he has a little baby. But he said he can't wait to come back and share his thoughts with all of us. I want to remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, our official website, The Stephen Knight Show. And subscribe to us on YouTube. We see y'all out there. We definitely see you. Well, one thing about Drake, he is very generous when it comes to his coins. But beyond generous, the artist is also considerate of who benefits from the donated funds. In collaboration with Stake, an online casino sports gambling site that uses Viacom, Drake and LeBron James plan a charitable night at Toronto's steakhouse, Harbor 60. The original plan was to give $100,000 to a high school athlete and his mother. The student, Michael attends Toronto's Royal Crown Academy. This moment was inspired by Drake's recent big win on Stake. Anytime I get blessed like that, I think it's good karma that needs to be transferred, Drake said. Let folks know that it's more than just the 3-minute, it's a 3-minute video, excuse me. But the mother and son weren't the only folks to receive the good karma. Drake came through with some funds for LeBron's own community efforts. Now, about Drake, he said, this won't be the first nor second time Drake has padded pockets. While vacationing Turks and Caicos recently, Drake and Jack Harlow surprised folks with some extra spending money. Also, you may recall in 2018, God Plans music video showed Drake gifting his $1 million budget to family, individuals, and institutions in need. So he's definitely been doing his thing. About LeBron James's Promise School, he opened the school in 2018 in Akron, Ohio. The school primarily serving students who are already failing behind and in danger of falling through the cracks. LeBron's listed as the vice president on the school's website. He was very ecstatic when Drake donated that money. Don't you love to see people that have the means given to a great cause, Chike?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I love, and you know, some people, when they donate, they want it to be anonymous. But I think when people do this and it is public, it inspires other people to give of their resource. What do you think, Lynia?
I think that I need to know when these things are happening so I can be there to be blessed.
Right, exactly. I agree. Shout out to all of them. I love people giving back, especially their own communities and helping people that are in need. Well, I want to talk about Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson because, as you know, she is the first Black woman to be nominated for the Supreme Court. Joe Biden made it as a campaign promise, and after vigorous investigation, and you know, they definitely, he nominated her, and so of course she had to go through the interrogation process, and they were throwing things out at her that had nothing to do with her, asking about her religion, asking about just, you know, this woman is more qualified than anyone that has been nominated at this point. She served as a judge longer than anyone who had been nominated for the Supreme Court.
And had already went through 3 confirmations already.
3 confirmations. Lindsey Graham voted for her 3 times. Now he's on the fence. He's red flags. But Cory Booker, he held our sister down last week by affirming her. He said, it's hard for me not to look at you and not see my mom, not see my cousins, one of them who came here to sit behind you. She had to have your back. I see my ancestors, I see yours. And he said, you've earned this spot. You are worthy. You are a great American. That is the story of how you got your desk. He also said something I have to say. He said, you got here how every Black woman in America has gotten anywhere, has done. Like Ginger Rogers said, I did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards and in heels. And it goes to show you how much Black women have to work extra harder just to be seen and to be acknowledged. And so, you know, when I first saw the video, I was excited about it. And then it brought a tear to my face because it showed in a public arena a black man affirming a black woman and saying, "I see you, I see you." What were your thoughts, Lynia, when you saw the video?
Now that's the definition of affirming a sister and protecting a black woman. Yep. That was the definition for me. That did it for me. Yep. And this woman has sat through utter and complete foolishness from Lady Lindsay, from Coon Cruz, from Messy Barbara. I'm just saying, she sat through it, strong, regal, straight, and took all of that.
All of it.
Took all of it. And not once did she waver. Because for us, we gotta remain straight-faced.
Yep.
Even when you spitting in my face.
Yep.
And I gotta take this from people that are below, because they're all below her, even the counterparts that are already on the Supreme Court. If you look at all the boxes, she is checked in every last one of them.
Yep. Yep.
Every last one. And I think would she be the youngest?
I think she will be. I think she's 51.
Come on now. And I don't know what is going on with these people, these people that are in these seats, and like, how did they get it, and why are they still there? Why do they get to act the way that they do? They got to show off in front of the camera.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
They put on the clothes.
It was showing off, and to her credit, the only time she shed a tear, well, she was getting affirmation from Cory Booker. Yep. And other people in the room were shedding tears too.
She was trying to hold together.
But and I was watching, was it Lindsey Graham or I think saying that because we're questioning, we are racist. No, but Whoopi Goldberg said this, and she didn't say it. She didn't go too far in it. She said, "I'm fine with the questions they asked her. It was the tone, and we knew what that tone meant. We know exactly what that tone meant. Why are you here?" You know what I mean? She didn't say that, but that's what she meant. Why is she here?
I love her responses to him, though. I loved her response. Especially when she took her time to respond to it, and she took that beat and that pause to let you know, I'm going to think very carefully. I'm going to reiterate to you. And then she made them seem so stupid and like so trivial. The questions were so trivial. They weren't trivial. They were
stupid.
They were dumb.
About a book.
They were dumb.
What's the definition of a woman?
That was Messy Barbara. With that bird's nest sitting up on her head like that. That was Messy Barbara. What do you mean? What's the definition of a woman? I would do the same thing because I'm like, what you mean? Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why you at? What does that have to do with what we doing here? Absolutely, positively nothing. But she would take her notes.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to all right. Okay. And what was the thing? Oh, when I forget whoever the chair was with the gavel, and Coon Cruz, and she was just like,
right.
He was like, "Are you gonna let her answer the question? She doesn't have to answer." And she's just like, funniest thing ever, because she didn't have like. I appreciate whoever, I forget the man's name.
I know you're talking about, the chair.
But I appreciate him in that moment. Listen, you're not asking her no question that she needs to, she don't even need to ask that. He said she don't have to answer that.
And he also clarified because some of the things they were saying were inaccurate. They were questioning her about her when she was judging child sex offenders. And Sunny Hostin broke it down on The View. She said, let's be very clear about that case. This is an 18-year-old who was looking at images of, he's gay. He was looking at images of his peer and people a little bit younger than him. So it didn't make sense sentencing them for the rest of his life in jail. And she did within the 70% of what all judges do. none of her what she sentenced people were far off from anyone else did. She was in line with 70% of judges in America. So she said, let's be very clear. It's not like she sent it was some old man looking at kids. You know what I mean? You know, yes, it was wrong.
For political reasons, they just like to take the overhead and make it a thing, make it a statement. Yeah. And they were trying to catch her up on so much political stuff.
She was on it.
All that rapid fire. My senator, Mr. Cory Booker.
Yes.
I like how he sang the lullaby.
Yes.
You know, everybody else was, coming at her with guns. He just softened everything up.
And you know, one of the guys told her she's very articulate.
So I've had that said to me. I've had that said to me before, and I take offense to it.
It is very offensive.
That's not a thing to be. That shouldn't be a thing to be.
I have an education. She just said, so are you.
No, you know what they say. Oh, you sound white. I sound what?
Right.
Excuse me. Like, don't let this fool.
Carson was questioning her blackness. Is she black enough? It's like.
Remember they used to say that about Michelle Obama? When are we going to see the real Michelle Obama?
The real Michelle Obama.
She really is.
No way. The beautiful thing is she's going to be nominated anyway. She's going to be appointed anyway. So, we have the votes to do that. But that's our time, y'all. Thank you so much for Hot Topics. And Lynia, have a great, great week. Chike, I'll see your movie reviews. And when we come back, our interview with Susan Christine right back after this.